We're sharing, we're recording. Hello and welcome back. Kimberly Denise here. Video number 4, teaching you everything that you need to know about repurposing, repackaging, and launching your pre-existing offer or content that maybe you never thought could be an offer out into the world. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I built the sales page and also what was in my mind in regards to the offer positioning. And the offer positioning is basically what the psychology is behind how you're promoting this to your people, to your audience, your social media, your email list, or whatever have you, right? So I am going to come over here and I'm going to show you my sales page. We'll talk a little bit about that. Once again, disclaimer, I don't yet have a soundproof office, so if you do hear some children in the background, I'm gonna do my best to stay on track, but there are some children that are being watched in the next room over, and I apologize for the background noise if you do hear any. So let's see. Come on over here. Okay, so here we go. So of course, you can design these sales pages however you want. You can add photos. You want to definitely add um, your course name. So basically what this is we have the course name, program name. We have a subtitle here that in this here, I am highlighting what the program is. And also I'm talking to the person from the place of what it is that they want to achieve, right? So they want more money. I'm talking about what they want right here in the subtitle. And I'm talking about what they're going to be able to achieve, what they're going to be able to do here in the actual title of the course. So one of the most powerful things that I've learned as a marketer in the past year or so is that offers sell the most, especially these like digital course offers, the digital products, when you name it something that people know in an instant what they're getting. And not only that, but they know in an instant if it's for them or not, and if it's something that's going to um, solve the problem that they're struggling with, the problem that they're in bed at night, stressed about, the problem that they're thinking about when they're washing their dishes, when they're walking down the street, when they are doing whatever it is that they're doing. And when their problems come float across their mind, they're thinking of this thing, right? A lot of times, and I've done this in the past, and so many entrepreneurs do this in the past too, or have do this too, maybe not in the past, but maybe in the past, present also. We name our stuff something fluffy, something that sounds cool, and that works, but it usually works best for people who have established brands, who have huge audiences, big lists, who already have students that are conditioned to buy their stuff, that type of a thing. But when you're first getting started, especially as a brand new course creator or as a brand new entrepreneur, digital entrepreneur online, you want to think about what's the transformation that I'm offering here and what's the goal of the person that is purchasing your program. What is that problem that you can help them solve by the end of this, right? So for me, rewired to receive, I know that my ideal person, I know that the whole receiving thing is going through their mind. They're having thoughts about that. They're like, how can I just receive like instead of earning? Like I really want to shift from earning to receiving. I want to shift from having to do and do and do and be worthy and exchange my time for money and trade my time for money and work harder and grind and hustle and all these things. Is there a way that I could just receive more money? Is there a way that I could just create and be more in flow and more in my feminine energy and more in all of this and just receive more money and just money shows up more often? Is it possible? Right? So they're thinking about these things. They're on a level where they're doing the work, the internal work to receive these things, right? And then I'm specifically explaining here what it is. It's a 40-day wealth consciousness expansion. This is telling them, oh, this is a process, it's a formula, it's a structure, right? It's just not videos of me just rambling on, sharing my life advice or whatever. There has some kind of a structure to it. And by the end of 40 days, they should have something should be different, right? And people like that. Anytime that you can use a number, anytime you can use days, hours, months, weeks, anytime that you can show people like where point A is and where point B is, it's going to make them feel some type of way subconsciously. They might not realize it in the moment or consciously, but subconsciously, it makes people feel more comfortable. So think of things like P90X program, or, these programs where it's like a 30-day challenge, or it's a 7-day cleanse, or it's whatever. Whenever you're doing like a 7-day detox or cleanse, people are thinking right away, like, ooh, at the end of 7 days, I'm going to feel clearer. I'm going to be lighter. I'm going to be able to lose 5 pounds or something, or whatever. They know that there's a targeted result that they're going to get, or that they can shoot for. And they know that there's a time period where it's going to end, but I'm going to be able to carry it forward, right? And then right here, I'm calling out what it is that they want. They want more money, they want more magic, they want more miracles. And this is so important because it's not just more money, it's more magic and more miracles. It's more, wow, I can't believe that this aligned and this happened and this came into my life. And this all comes into alignment here with this right here, the receiving part, right? Because it's not making more money, getting, you know, more clients and expanding your team and doing all this stuff. It's not focused on that, because we're going to move our focus away in this program. We're going to move our focus away from the doing so much and the activity and the working hard. And we're going to be talking more about energy. We're going to be talking more about mindset and beliefs and all of the energetic work and the beingness work and the identity work that we have to do, the belief work, in order just to cause an effect of more money in their life. I hope that makes sense. And then I felt inspired to add this question: what if receiving more wasn't about doing more, but about becoming someone who can hold more? And this question right here is designed to plant a seed. It's designed to plant a seed in their mind of, what if? What if questions are so powerful for the brain? Because when you start asking questions to yourself, or to others even, but when you start asking yourself what if questions, you give your brain an assignment. Your brain goes out and starts asking, well, what if? What if I could earn? What if you could make more money, but you didn't have to actually work more hours? What if you could make more money, but you didn't actually have to spend more time on the phone or on calls? Or what if you could make more money, but you didn't have to make so much content? What if you could make more money, but you see what I mean? So you're asking these what if questions, and it does something to your brain. It causes your brain to go and search and find answers for that. And so it's very powerful to use questions in your sales page. So we're coming on down here. And then it just talks to the ideal person, right? Most women aren't blocked because they lack strategy, effort, or ambition. They're blocked because their nervous system, identity, and consciousness are not yet expanded to safely hold more wealth, more opportunity, and more support. Now, this exact sales page copy, maybe you're like intimidated a little bit. You're like, I don't know how to write all this stuff. Like, I don't know what to write. What in the world do I write? Now, there is number one, there's a formula for sales pages that work. I have a couple of tips over here. So you want to highlight the pain points, the identity shifts, the transformation promises. You want to show them what's inside. You want to show who it's for, who it's not for. And there's also some other elements as well, right? But hold on, let me come back over here. Where'd it go? Ah, where did it go? Here it is. Okay. So what I did was, I know the elements that go on these sales pages from my past experience. I know who my client, target student is, my target customer. I know what their goals are, what they want. I know the content that's inside of my course. I know the key transformation. I know their pain points. I know all these things, right? So if you know the skeleton of a good sales page and you know who it's for, then, like I said in the last video, the prompt that you give ChatGPT is going to equal the result that you get from ChatGPT. So if you just go to ChatGPT and you type in, write me a sales page to sell my Rewired to Receive program, enter, and then that's it. It may or may not give you something good. You're gambling at that point. But if you know what to say, hey, ChatGPT, I have this program. It's for XYZ person. This person has a goal of reaching A, B, C, and D. They want to do it in this amount of time. They want to do it and do it without doing this over here. Here's another key, right? Without forcing, hustling, and overworking. This is the other side of the pain. This is highlighting what they don't want any more of. So when they see this, they're like, oh, shoot, this is going to show me by the end of the 40 days, I'm not going to have to do this as much. That's worth it to me. If she can show me how to do it without this, because this is what I want to let go of, this is what I want to not do anymore of, this is the program for me, right? So this paragraph right here is very powerful in so many different ways. So you tell ChatGPT what they want, what they don't want, what they're struggling with. You tell ChatGPT what's inside your program. You tell them, my program, it covers this, it has this many, it has this many modules, has a workbook. You tell them everything. You tell ChatGPT what's inside your program. You tell ChatGPT the type of person that you want in the program, right? What is the character, the ethics of the person even? I want to attract these type of people. I want to repel these types of people, right? Because you don't want the wrong people in your programs either. You don't want to just make money and get as many people. Let me tell you this. You don't want as many people as possible into your courses. And that sounds crazy, right? You want to make money. You want to make a lot of money. You don't want as many people as possible into your courses. And the reason why is because you'll get people to buy, but you'll get people that, and this is going to happen to a degree anyways, people that never open it, never do any of the work inside of it, or they open it and then they maybe don't do the work and then they want a refund, or they open it and they do the work and they want a refund. So you also want to do your best when you're designing this page to do it in a way that you get the most aligned people possible, so you have the least amount of refunds, right? When I did my when I launched my microdosing and manifestation program, it was a $497 program. It was a 6-week program. It was a group, like a live program that I ran, and then it ended up being recorded after that. But I didn't have a single person. I had enrolled 10 people into there that all went through it, and everything went pretty positively in there. And I didn't have anyone request a refund. And I think it was because of the way that I talked about it, the way that I talked about the type of person that I really wanted to be in it. So all of this matters, right? But anyways, you put all of that into ChatGPT and it's going to give you the best copy that you could possibly get, right? And if you're not a copywriter, which to some degree we have to learn to at least identify what good copywriting is. That way we know if ChatGPT is giving us something good or something bad. So you do have to study it, or you at least need to know someone like me who knows what is good and what is not, right? So I explain all of that to tell you that I plugged all of that into ChatGPT. So I gave ChatGPT a prompt. It gave me the sales page. And then guess what I did? I want to show you guys something so magical, because my goal is to take away pressure off of you. Because the number one thing that slows people down, and I wish I could look at you right now, but my camera thing is not working. It's dark in this room. But I want to look at you. I want to tell you. I know that one of the number one things that holds people back is feeling the overwhelm of the tech, and feeling the overwhelm of, like, I've never done this before. I don't know what it's like to create something, like, and then we just don't get started because of the overwhelm, right? But I want to be able to uplift that off of you during these videos, and just so you can see how simple repurposing something can be. Okay? So I'm going to come over here into Samcart. Hold on, let me see. I want to make sure I'm not going into the things. Okay, no, okay. Yeah, we're still in video 4 here. I'm going to make sure I'm staying on track. I'm not bleeding this content into video number 5. But let me come to Samcart. Okay, now we come to, actually, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come all the way out. Let me just start it over. I don't know how to get back over there. I don't even still fully know how to navigate this whole thing, by the way. I'm still like, they've updated a lot of stuff since I was in here last. But what I want to show you is, let's see, design. I think it was here. Nope. Okay, sites. Okay, here we go. Create new. Create with AI. Okay. AI, I'm going to tell you right now, AI is our friend. When you know how to use it and you are using it in a way where you know that it's not going to do everything for you, it's just going to help you get a jump start. It's just going to help you spark stuff. It's going to help you spark ideas, take your ideas further. It's going to help you get your wheels turning, right? And it's going to help you with the things that you're not that strong in, right? So what I did, literally what I did, I got the prompt from ChatGPT. I told it everything that I just explained to you. I plugged it into ChatGPT. It gave me all of these words right here. Darn it, where'd it go? Over here. It gave me all this. Now I've edited it. I've done some editing. I added some stuff, took away some stuff, whatever. I changed the photos. I had my own photo. I did my own, editing thing. I edited some of these little thingies here, whatever they're called, little logos. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, so I did some editing, and that's the thing, right? With ChatGPT, you also, and with AI tools, you don't ever want to just leave it as it is. Go over it, edit it, make it your own, change language if you need to. But I want to show you this. What I did was you know what, let me just, yeah, let's just go ahead and demonstrate. I want to show you guys how magical this can be. I am a micro dosing practitioner. Oh my gosh. There we go. And I also specialize in yoga. Oops, yoga for integration. Boom. I have a course I want to sell around uh, dun, 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 integrating your experiences and using yoga practice, breath, and let's just say journaling. I'm just doing whatever comes to my mind. Journaling, integrating your experience for transformation. All right, cool. So this is my course. It's got, let's just say there's 4 videos, a workbook, and a bonus meditation inside. Okay. So that's my core, that's my explainer of like what it is that I'm offering, who I am, what I'm offering, what I do, right? My target student is, let's say, woman, age, let's just say 25 to 45. They they've what the heck? They've got it's looking like that, but it's in yoga, but they're new to microdosing or healing. Okay, let's see what else. They really want to improve their, let's think. Okay, so what you would do here is you would think, what's the key transformation in my course? Don't be vague with this, right? You don't just want to teach people about, the microdosing practice. You're not just teaching them like here's how to have a yoga practice. You want to think about what are the specifics, like the micro, the completely what's the word that I'm looking for? Hyper specific transformation or result that I'm able to offer them that maybe another person is not. So we're differentiating you and your work. We're thinking about what makes me a little bit different here in this space. Whereas, like, for example, like with this, why is this different? Why do I keep forgetting which thing it is? This is different from other money courses. Why? Because it's not or like make money courses, right? Because we're not teaching people how to make more money. We're teaching people how to cause more money, how to attract more money, how to receive ultimately more money, right? So it's a different like spin on a money course. And it's not, I'm not saying that this is a money course. I'm saying that this is more of like a transformation course that's going to result in more money. Does that make sense? So you want to think about this. So just for example purposes, they really want to improve their self-image so they can feel more confident in their let's say in their business, right? Entrepreneurs. So this is specific, right? This is going to be for and let's just say because your course is that specifically. Let's say that's your target audience, right? Obviously, if that's not your target audience, then you would do it for whatever your target audience is. So they really want to improve their self-image so they can feel more confident in their business and ultimately achieve more success. Okay. Let's see. Their primary pain point is that they feel imposter syndrome. Oops. They feel imposter syndrome. They second guess their worth as a business owner. Because who doesn't, right? Owner. Everybody does for a while. And actually, Sometimes it's along the way that you're second guessing yourself. It just goes with the territory, right? They second guess their worth and business owner. Boom. Okay, so we got who I am, what the course is, the target name. We want to prove their self-image. They second guess the worth as a business owner. Okay, we got the primary pain point. Okay, let's see if I'm just forgetting anything over here. Okay, the transformation promise. Okay, so very, very important, right? I'm going to go into the transformation process. We already told them what's inside, and then we can talk about who we don't want in there. Okay, so the transformation promise. Maybe you're going to say something like, "I want them to know from reading this page that uh, over the course of the next, let's just say it's 4 weeks long, 4 weeks." They will leave with the newfound confidence, feeling unstoppable and ready to face, not ready to face, let me see, unstoppable and um, inspired to take new risks and embrace their authenticity. How about that? Yeah, embrace their authenticity. Okay. We come over here and then like who it's not for, okay? This is not for anyone who isn't willing to do the work, dive deep, oops, dive deep, and hey, I'm just not typing well today. This is not for anyone who isn't willing to do the work, dive deep, and let's see, be consistent. People who are like will actually do the program, right? So let's just say this. This might not be exactly what I type in here, just like off the cuff that I'm doing this. I'm gonna come up with an exact prompt that we can all like use going forward and that you guys can use and I'll eventually add it over here so that way we got it. If you're watching this and you look around, you're like, where's this prompt or where's the document with the prompts? Just make sure that if you don't see it, that you like reach out and let me know, like, hey, can I get that prompt or have you done the prompts? And just in case I somehow forget it or something like that, this is all being built as we go, right? And just another example that you don't have to be perfect or have everything figured out. Like if you're just creating something and it's just in the beginning, like that's fine. And people actually don't mind as long as you do what you say you're gonna do. And even if people have to like ask you about it or remind you about it, like it's okay. You don't have to be perfect, okay? That's not what this is about. This is about just literally delivering the value that you say you're gonna deliver, right? So I'm gonna plug this in. Oh, okay, hold on. In the beginning here, I'm going to say, give me some sales page copy I can plug into Sam Hart's AI page builder. I always say please to my AI stuff. Like, I don't know how about you guys, but I'm always just like, please. Okay, okay, let's see what it says over here. So look at how different this is, so much different from give me some sales page copy for my course called this, and that. It's about this, and that's it, right? This is going into detail. I'm a microdosing practitioner. I also specialize in yoga for integration. It's talking about what your course is all about. It's talking about who your target audience is, your target customer. Yeah. A little bit about them, specifically what they want to do, what their number one pain point is. It's talking about the transformation that they're going to get. It's got a time period in there. Remember, I said that that's very important. And by the end of the 4 weeks, that they're going to be feeling like this, right? This is what they want to feel like. So we're putting that in there. What do they want to feel like? You add that in there. And then who it's not for. So that way we can just, add some elements in there that kind of like drives that other person away, hopefully, right? And we're going to hit enter and we're going to see what it gives us. So it's got a headline for us. It says from self-doubt to self-trust. Da, 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 da. So here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm just going to show you. We're going to take this. We're going to copy it all. So this is something that's like AI partnering with AI, right? So the AI of the chat GPT is giving us this structure right here. and copy. And then we come over here and we're posting it in here. So we're going to just paste it in there, right? We're going to include checkout. Oh, shoot. We're not going to do that right now. Okay. And here we go. So it's got everything in here. Now we're going to hit create. It is reviewing the outline, and then we're going to see what it gives us right over here. So this is what I did for the course. I did the exact same thing. I put in a prompt. I was happy with it. I copied it, I pasted it in here, and then it gave me some selections, and I edited some stuff, changed some stuff around. Well, look, it even gives you some photos, some ideas. So this is like a template that it gives you, right? And then you're able to edit it. But I just want to show you, like, I hope that this takes pressure off. Like, you don't have to be a professional page designer, website builder. You don't have to know exactly what to put on here and all this stuff. Like, it's literally going to help you put everything in here, right? From self. Now, this might not be the title of your program. If you know the program title, you could have put that in the prompt too. And I actually recommend doing that, but we didn't really have a name for it. It's just the idea, right? But I just want to show you how this tool works. So let's just see what it gave us, right? So it gave us this headline, some images. There's a sub headline there. That's good. It's talking to the person, right? You've done the inner work, or at least you started it. You're exploring it. You're committed to your growth. Somehow you still second guess yourself. You still hesitate to show up fully. You still feel like a fraud in your own business. Ooh, and it's not because you're not capable. It's because your experiences aren't being fully integrated. Oh shoot! So you're letting them know. So I want to point this out real quick. This is not a copywriting masterclass or messaging masterclass, but I definitely am going to go into that. That's something I like to talk about, and I've learned a lot over the past couple of years on those two things. Extremely important. But I'm just going to highlight this right here. You're telling them why they're suffering. It's because your experiences aren't being fully integrated. Nothing wrong with you. It's not that you can't do it. It's just that your experiences aren't being fully integrated. And then when you tell them that, because when you identify with people, like, you could probably even go a little bit deeper on like the experiences that they're having, how they're feeling, and all this different stuff to really, like, so they identify like, oh yeah, I am feeling like that. I have been struggling with that. Oh, that's me. And then when you tell them why, you name the what and you tell them why, then they're going to be like, oh shoot, how do I do that? Tell me how to do that. They're going to expect that you give them the next step on what to do, the what. So this is giving them some more. Why breakthroughs fade without integration? This is pretty cool, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, the AI is smart, right? Stuck in this loop, inspired one day, down yourself the next. Playing small. That's cool. Is designed for real, lasting change. Intentional yoga. This has maybe like a little. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. You may or may not like that. You can click this right over here. It's going to give you some different like things that you can choose from, I guess, over here. Okay, go away. Okay, here we go. By the end, you will. There's some outcomes that they want. Oops. Yeah, no, I like that other one. Oh man, what did I just do? Okay, cool. There's also the undo button, which is over here. If you ever do something and you don't want it to be there, the undo button is your best friend. What's included in your 4-week journey? Okay, so they have an image. You may not want to keep that. 4 guided video modules, duration workbook, yoga for integration. Cool. So it shows them what they're getting, and then here, who it's for, who it's not for. Another reiteration of, you just don't need more information. You need integration. Call to action here, imagine your future self. Okay, and that's it. Like I said, there are some things that I would probably, like, if you're watching this and you're inside the lab and you are consulting with me, obviously this is something that we would go over. We would go over building your page. I would give you some feedback on what could probably be changed and polished up, and how we should say things and stuff like that. We'll go deep into creating the best messaging and the best copy for your specific page, but you can get the idea, right? So that's what I did for this page. That's what I did to get this, and I was happy with it. It literally didn't take me very long at all, because I used this AI editor that's right inside there, right? So let me come back over here. I'm about to wrap up this episode. Let's see here. How you position it from the original offer. Okay, so here we go. So I already touched on the naming. I already pretty much talked about this part here, but how I positioned it differently from the original offer, I want to point this out. I wanted to make it a no-brainer. I wanted to also engage some of my old customers who have purchased supplements from me in the past. So you know what I said? I said, ooh, First of all, I'm going to price this at, I'm going to show you what the little thing looks like. I'm going to price this at $47, which is a low ticket, considered a low ticket price. Pretty good for something that's this involved. I mean, there's 5 1 hour video modules, so a 5 hour thing, like it's very like that comes out to like $10 an hour. So that's way under charging what you would charge for like a personal session with somebody or something, right? So we can also go into pricing if we're consulting together and all that stuff too, right? But the right here, so this is like a little extra bonus push. It's like the NOS button on your offer, whatever you're selling. I'm going to give them a $50 gift credit when they purchase. So when they purchase, they get an email, or no, they get, I'll show you over here. I'll show you what they get. So inside the course, where is it at? Right here. Redeem your $50 wellness credit. They come on in here, they get their wellness credit, this little thing right here. So they have to take a step. They have to either schedule a quick Zoom with me, right, to discuss, what do they need? What are the products, or what's the, maybe they want to apply it to a program, maybe they want to apply it to products, or they can DM me on Instagram to redeem, and we'll have that discussion there on what they want to do. But so that's gonna do a couple of things, right? That's gonna literally in their mind, they're gonna be like, oh shoot, I'm spending $47 on this digital course over here. Actually, not there, over here, right? I'm gonna get the program, and I'm gonna get a $50 gift credit to apply to something either now or in the future to shop with her. She's paying me $3 basically. And why can I do that? Because it's not taking any additional time on my end to for them to go through this. It's already pre-recorded. So that's a win for me. And the reason why it's an extra win for me is because now it's incentivizing them to make an appointment with me or to reach out to me on Instagram and to make an additional purchase. So they're going to make a second purchase with me, whether they want to buy another course or they want to purchase products from me, wellness products from me, and they're going to apply this. And that's worth it to me because digital products, they don't have, other than you're paying for your SAM card, you're paying for your monthly subscriptions, but other than that, you don't have an overhead with this stuff. And that's why digital products are so amazing to add to your business, because you make it once, you get paid over and over and over again. And I have this mantra that I created a couple years ago, and I'm really just like really cementing it in, really embodying it into me. And what I'm doing in my business this year in 2026, when I'm recording this, is that I get paid to make something once and I make money over and over and over again. I create something once and I get paid over and over and over again. Isn't that cool? It's like royalties. It's like musicians, they record a song and then in perpetuity, they get perpetuity, whatever. They get paid over and over and over again for that song that they recorded. Isn't that cool? And that's what we get to do as entrepreneurs when we create digital products. If you set it up correctly, where you don't have to do anything additional other than just make sure they get it, make sure your systems are set up correctly, right? Make sure you help handle the customer service or whatever, you treat them well, take good care of them. But you can get paid over and over and over and over again for this. Maybe took me total hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to just plug everything back in and make this page. So over the course of a year, if I was to sell even 100 of these, that's 4,700 extra dollars into my business for 2 hours of work total. You get that? See how powerful that can be? Now, I intend to sell way more than 100 of them over the course of a year, but I'm just showing you the potential of like a low ball of like, oh, shoot, if I put ads on this, I could probably make a lot more, right? If I really um, go into my creativity with the content and stuff like that. Like right now, my only strategy with this is just I'm going to engage my email list with it. I'm just going to see what I can do in order to generate sales with my email list. And I'm going to go into on the next video, I'm going to go into what my sales strategy is for it. And it's the email sales strategy. And I'll just talk, that's probably going to be a short video talking about that. But I'll talk about some additional ways that you can also sell these products and what that looks like. But I hope that this video was enlightening for you. I hope it's inspiring. I hope it's exciting. I hope you're feeling like, whoa, I can do this. Whoa, this could actually be easier than I thought. And I hope that you can see what is the potential value for you and your business in the future. If you set something up like this and you actually sell it out into the world, whether it's your stuff that you have created in the past, or we come up with a new idea and we prove the idea in the marketplace, and then we launch a digital course with you out there in the world, what this can look like for your business and for your life and for creating more revenue and abundance in your life. I'll see you in the next video.